Hello, my amazing friends! It's me, Mrs. Puzzle Piece, where every piece matters, especially you. Today we are going to talk about something very brave, something that strong hearts do. Today we are talking about trying again. Sometimes we try something new, and it does not work the way we hoped. Maybe a puzzle piece will not fit. Maybe a problem feels confusing. Maybe we are learning a brand new skill. And when something does not work, our feelings can get big. Our brain might feel frustrated. Sometimes we might even think, I can't do this. But Mrs. Puzzle Piece wants you to know something very important. Trying again is brave. Brave does not mean something is easy. Brave means you keep going, even when something feels hard. Every time you try again, your brain is learning. Your brain is practicing, and your brain is getting stronger. Learning new things often takes many tries. Sometimes 1 try, sometimes 5 tries, sometimes even more. And that is perfectly okay. Because every try teaches your brain something new. Imagine building a puzzle. Sometimes the first piece you try does not fit. So you try another piece and another. And little by little, the puzzle begins to come together. Learning works the same way. Sometimes we need many tries before something clicks. And that does not mean we failed. It means we are learning. It means we are growing. And it means we are being brave. So when something feels hard, when your brain feels frustrated, when your feelings feel big, take a slow breath and remember something Mrs. Puzzle Piece believes about you. You are brave enough to try again. You are brave enough to try again. And every time you try again, you are showing your courage. Courage is something very powerful. It means you keep moving forward, even when something feels difficult. Sometimes children think brave people never struggle, but that is not true. Brave people struggle sometimes too. They just keep trying. Every time you try again, your brain is practicing. Your brain is learning what works, and your brain is getting stronger. Think about learning how to ride a bike. At first, it can feel wobbly. Sometimes you might fall. But each time you get back up, you learn a little more. You learn how to balance, you learn how to steer, and soon your body remembers how to do it. Learning works just like that. Trying again helps your brain understand. It helps your brain grow, and it helps your brain discover new ways to solve problems. Sometimes the second try works better. Sometimes the third try works. And sometimes it takes even more tries. But every try is helping you improve. Mrs. Puzzle Piece wants you to remember something very important. Your progress does not have to be fast. It only has to keep moving forward. Even small steps matter. Even tiny improvements matter. And every time you keep trying, you are moving closer to understanding. So if something feels hard today, if something takes time to learn, if something feels frustrating, that does not mean you cannot do it. It simply means you are still learning. And learning takes patience, it takes practice, and it takes courage. But every time you try again, you are proving something amazing. You are proving that you are stronger than the challenge, and you are proving that your brain can keep growing. And something very special happens each time you try again. Your brain starts to believe in itself. It begins to understand that hard things can become easier and that practice helps you improve. Sometimes the first try teaches you what does not work, and the next try teaches you something new. Little by little, you begin to figure things out. And before you know it, something that once felt impossible starts to feel possible. So when a mistake happens, when something feels difficult, take a deep breath and remind yourself of something very important. Trying again is brave.
Now let's talk about something very important. Trying again does not mean everything will be perfect. Sometimes you will still feel frustrated. Sometimes your body might feel upset. And sometimes your brain might feel tired. And that is okay. Learning takes energy. It takes patience, and it takes time. But every time you take a breath, and every time you decide to try again, you are helping your brain become stronger. Think about your brain like a muscle. When you practice something, you are exercising your brain. And every exercise helps it grow. The more you practice, the more your brain begins to understand, and the easier things start to feel. Sometimes children think they are the only ones who make mistakes, but that is not true. Every single person in the world makes mistakes. Grown-ups make mistakes, teachers make mistakes, and even Mrs. Puzzlepiece makes mistakes sometimes. But mistakes are not the end of the story. They are part of learning. A mistake is simply your brain gathering information. It is your brain discovering a new way to try. So when something does not go the way you hoped, when something feels confusing, I want you to remember something very important. You are still learning. And learning is something to be proud of. Trying again shows courage, it shows strength, and it shows determination. Those are very powerful qualities. They help you grow, they help you discover new skills, and they help you become more confident. Confidence grows every time you keep going, every time you take another step, every time you refuse to give up. And something beautiful begins to happen. You start believing in yourself. You start realizing that challenges are not walls. They are stepping stones. They help you move forward. They help you understand your strength, and they help your brain unlock new abilities. So the next time something feels hard, when your first try does not work, take a deep breath, tell yourself something kind, and remember this important truth. You can always try again. And every try is helping you grow. And before we finish today, I want to share one more important thought with you. Sometimes when something feels hard, your brain might tell you to stop. It might tell you that you cannot do it. But your brain is still learning. And learning brains sometimes need encouragement. So when that little voice says something is too hard, I want you to answer it with kindness. You can say, I am still learning. I can try again. And I will keep practicing. Those words are very powerful. They help your brain stay calm. They help your brain stay focused. And they remind your heart that you are capable. Trying again does not mean rushing. It does not mean forcing yourself. Sometimes trying again means resting first, taking a deep breath, drinking some water, stretching your body, and then coming back when your brain feels ready. That is also part of learning. Strong learners know when to pause and when to begin again. So if today was a day where something felt tricky, if today was a day where something did not work the first time, That is okay. Tomorrow is another chance, and your next try might surprise you. Because every try, every practice, and every small step is helping your brain grow into something amazing. If you liked learning with me, ask a grown-up to like, follow, and subscribe to Mrs. Puzzle Piece. Because every piece matters, especially you. And remember, you are special. You are smart. You are amazing. You make me proud. I love you just the way you are. I am here for you, always and forever.